One day, my company held an anniversary party. The venue was already bustling with many employees chatting noisily. There were about 30 minutes until the party started, so I sat down on a nearby chair to wait. Then, James approached me. "Hey, you actually showed up. By the way, where's your wife? She's running late because of work." James always pestered me, and honestly, it was getting on my nerves. Why so cold? Does she have some secret job you can't tell anyone about? Come on, show us the wife who matches your dull looks. I was at my limit after he insulted my beloved wife. Right then, someone appeared, throwing the venue into a state of panic. And James, who had been insulting me, started down a path of misfortune. My name is John. I'm 26 years old. After graduating from college, I started working at a trading company. Another person from the same college joined the same company, and his name is James. We joined as peers, but I was shocked by the difference in how we were treated. You see, James is what you'd call a handsome guy. Even I, as a man, had to admit he had model-like good looks and a great build. He's about 6 feet 2 inches tall. James had been popular since college, and that didn't change after joining the company. He was always surrounded by female employees and often had lunch with them. I'm the complete opposite of James. I've been mocked for my looks since I was a kid and have no confidence in myself. So, I've always tried to avoid drawing attention. But James always found a way to pick on me. This had been going on since college when he once humiliated me. It was during the annual Mr. University contest at our university. Known as the Mr. Contest. Our university's Mr. Contest was a big deal, getting a lot of attention on social media. Of course, James entered, but the problem was that someone entered me too. I would never enter myself and had no memory of doing so. Someone must have done it for a laugh. I figured everyone would lose interest eventually, and since I'd get eliminated in the preliminaries, I decided to endure it for a bit. But I made it to the finals. It was obviously rigged. Someone must have tampered with the votes. I tried to withdraw, but since it had been publicized on social media, dropping out midway wasn't allowed. So, I was forced to stand on stage. The person standing next to me in the finals was James. In the final round, the audience votes, and I could hear snickers from the crowd. Of course, there was a huge difference between James and me. As expected, James won. I didn't get a single vote. Later, I found out that it was James who had entered me into the contest and rigged the votes. After the Mr. Contest ended, we were nearing the end of our college life, so I tried to focus on getting through it without worrying too much. Yet, I ended up working at the same company as James. When I found out we were at the same company, I was utterly disheartened. I thought it would be just like college all over again. However, after we started working, James was always busy with female employees fawning over him, leaving him little time to harass me. Even so, he occasionally made snide remarks to me. For instance, when we passed by each other, he would say, "Man, you look ugly today. Did you even check the mirror before coming in?" I couldn't step out looking like that. You know, as a salesman, appearance matters. You should take a leaf out of my book and spruce up a bit. Sure, looks matter in sales. But I believe it's more about expressions than facial features. And above all, in sales, building trust with the client is crucial. I always prioritize trust, so my sales performance was fairly high. James, on the other hand, was the top performer. This was because he mostly dealt with companies led by women. James had a knack for charming women, securing deals just by engaging in a bit of personal talk. Many men didn't think highly of him, but no one could complain about his top sales record. Around 2 years after joining the company, a company-wide drinking party was organized. We were seated in close groups based on age. So I ended up sitting opposite James. Since we had a 3-day weekend coming up, everyone seemed to be drinking at a high pace. James was already drunk by the time he started picking on me again. "So, I hear you're married." "Yeah, so what? But you didn't invite anyone from work to the wedding, did you?" "Isn't that strange?" "Not really. More people are having small, family-only ceremonies these days. You didn't invite anyone because you're too embarrassed to show your wife, right?" "That's not it at all. As I tried to explain, James burst into a crude laugh. Nobody wants to see your wife anyway. I felt drained, unable to muster a response to James's offensive laughter and remarks. Then, perhaps thinking I was angry, James started saying things like this. Don't be mad. We were Mr. Contest buddies, remember? Colleagues around us reacted to his statement. Mr. Contest? Yeah, it's a contest held at our university every year to pick the best-looking guy. And both James and John competed in it? One colleague inquired with a puzzled look. Yep. It's hilarious that this guy entered the Mr. Contest. And we went head-to-head in the finals. Of course, all the votes went to me. And he got 0. At that moment, I truly hated James. Our colleagues looked uncertain how to respond and quickly changed the subject. The rest of the drinking party was hellish for me. After the Mr. Contest topic came up, I didn't speak to anyone, drinking alone in a corner. Honestly, I started thinking about changing jobs. But the reason I've been able to endure at this company is because of my wife. I'm home. I was heavily intoxicated from all the stress drinking and stumbled into the house completely drunk. My wife, Emma, welcomed me home with a smile. Welcome back. How was the drinking party today? It was awful. I never want to attend another one. Was it because of James again? Yeah. He always picks on me. I don't know why. You're good at your job, so maybe he's jealous deep down. I hope that's it, but he embarrassed me in front of everyone. That must have been tough. Let's just go to bed early and do something fun tomorrow to take your mind off it. Yeah, maybe we should go on a day trip. Sounds great. I have the day off tomorrow, so we can have fun from morning till night. Emma's smile saves me. I used to be gloomy and negative, but since meeting Emma, I've become a bit more positive. Emma is a very cheerful woman, always full of energy. Just seeing her makes me feel better. She's more than I deserve, balancing both work and household chores. Whenever I come home, there's always a warm meal waiting in Emma's smiling face. No matter how bad my day at work is, I recharge when I get home. The only thing Emma isn't good at is ironing. I've asked her to iron my shirts a few times, but she ended up burning them or putting holes in them, so I handle the ironing. Emma felt bad about it, saying, I'm sorry. I ruined your work shirts. I thought a good wife should be able to iron properly. But I can't do it at all. But in a marriage, you cover each other's weaknesses. So I didn't mind at all. Besides, ironing isn't a big deal. For someone like me who isn't good at cooking or cleaning, having Emma around is a blessing. I fell asleep feeling grateful for Emma. The next day, we went on a day trip to a hot spring. We enjoyed good food, relaxed in the hot spring, and felt ready to tackle work again. After a refreshing 3-day weekend, I was informed about the company's anniversary party. We'd had opportunities to hold the anniversary party before, but due to various issues like the pandemic and our president's health, this was the first actual event. Honestly, I didn't want to attend. The anniversary party has a tradition of bringing spouses. It's not mandatory, but most people bring their spouses or children. Since I'm married, my boss told me to bring my wife. I didn't want to take Emma, mainly because I didn't want her to meet James. You're not going to leave your wife at home, are you? She's busy with work, so I don't know if she can make it. Sure, just say she's busy so you don't have to bring her. I lost my temper at James's remark. Fine, I'll bring her. Wow, scary. I'm looking forward to it then. I bet your wife is just like you. That night, I told Emma about the anniversary party. I can make it that day. I might be a bit late because of work, though. That's totally fine. I'm sorry to drag you into this. Don't worry about it. I've been curious. About what? That James guy. I've wanted to meet him, so this is a good opportunity. You want to meet James? Why? Because he's someone who speaks badly about my beloved husband. I'm curious to see what kind of person he is. He's the top salesperson, so no one can say anything against him, no matter the reason. Well, I'm looking forward to the anniversary party. I'll dress up for it. Emma said this cheerfully. On the day of the anniversary party, I headed to the venue alone. The venue was already bustling with many employees chatting noisily. There were about 30 minutes until the party started, so I sat down on a nearby chair to wait. Then, James approached me. "Hey, you actually showed up. So, where's your wife?" "She's running late because of work." "What kind of job does your wife do?" "That's none of your business." "Why so cold? Is it some kind of job you can't talk about? And don't you feel embarrassed making your wife work?" Even though working couples are increasing, I could never let my wife work. My ideal is for her to take care of the home while I earn the money. Everyone has their own way of managing their household. "Are you mad?" "I'm not mad, but I don't appreciate you talking badly about my wife." "Whatever. But it's your wife, man. I bet nobody will know what to say when they meet her. Anyway, let me know when she arrives." With that, James moved on to talk to someone else. As we talked, the time for the anniversary party to start arrived. The party began with a speech from President Brown, and then everyone started enjoying the food and drinks. After a while, my phone rang. "Hey, what's up?" "Sorry, I should have been there by now, but work ran late. I just finished." "Don't worry at all. Take it easy. The party just started, so no rush." "Thanks. I just got in a cab, but there's some traffic, so I might be about an hour late." "Got it. I'll let the reception know. Text me when you get here." "Okay." Emma hung up. Just then, James approached me again. "Your wife is really late, isn't she? Are you sure you even invited her?" "She's on her way. She just called. We'll see. By the way, my girlfriend is here. Let me introduce you." James said this, and a woman appeared behind him. She had a cute face, but also a strong presence. "Nice to meet you. Pleased to make your acquaintance." "Nice to meet you. Isn't she great?" "She's a model. She's been featured in some big magazines. She's so cute that everyone does a double take. Her fashion sense is top-notch too. Look, this outfit is from that brand. Don't flatter me too much, I'll get shy." "But it's true, isn't it?" "Well, yes, but still. I wondered what I was being forced to witness. She might be a cute woman, but she wasn't attractive to me at all." So, I was at a loss when James sought my agreement. "Don't you think so?" "Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. What were you talking about?" "Come on, man. I'm talking about how my girlfriend is super cute." "Ah, yeah, sure. Don't fall for her. Not that she'd ever be interested in you." As we talked, there was a commotion near the entrance. "What's going on over there?" While everyone was focused on the noise, I noticed a missed call on my phone. I had missed Emma's call because I was distracted by James and his girlfriend, Emily. She had sent a message saying she had arrived and was coming into the venue. I decided to go meet Emma at the entrance. As I made my way there, I overheard nearby employees talking. "Hey, isn't that the actress everyone's been talking about?" "No way, but she does look familiar. Remember, we were supposed to have a surprise guest today?" "That must be her. What's her name again? Wasn't it Emma?" "That's right. Her skin looks amazing in real life. Even in a simple dress, she has such an aura, definitely not like an average person." As I listened to their conversation, Emma spotted me and walked over. "Sorry I'm so late. I really wanted to get here earlier to enjoy the party." "It's fine. You're in the middle of shooting a new movie, right? Thanks for coming even though you have a busy schedule." "No problem. I love parties, so I was really happy when you invited me." As Emma and I talked, the surrounding chatter grew louder. "What's her relationship with that guy? They look pretty close, don't they?" Being the center of attention made me uncomfortable, and I wasn't sure how to handle it. Then James, dragging Emily along, approached us. "Hey, what's going on here? Explain." I hesitated under the intense scrutiny, but Emma gave me a reassuring smile and nod. "This is my wife," I announced. Everyone in the room reacted with surprise. What? Are you kidding? I'm not joking. There's no way you married someone that beautiful. After a moment of silence, Emma spoke up. Nice to meet you. I'm Emma, an actress. You must be James? James, not expecting Emma to speak to him, stammered. The actress Emma? That's right. And, what's your relationship with him? As my husband just said, we are married. Actually, my wife is a very popular actress. She only became famous after we got married. Before that, she was a struggling actress playing minor roles. We met by chance at a bar where we both went alone. I saw her there a few times, and we eventually started talking. Back then, she was unknown, and I didn't know her, so I listened to her frustrations about acting. We gradually fell for each other and got married. Emma used to be chubby and unremarkable, but over the years, she worked hard to maintain her current figure. Having seen her efforts up close, I've always been proud of her. So, I couldn't stand James looking down on her. Sorry for causing a scene. Maybe we should leave. Yes, we'll be heading out. Please continue enjoying the party. James looked like he wanted to say something, but I took Emma's hand and we left the venue. I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? Because you said you wanted to enjoy the party, but it turned into a scene and you couldn't have any fun. Oh, that? Don't worry about it. I expected something like this. Really? Since I became popular, it happens everywhere I go. I'm used to it now. Since you got all dressed up, it would be a waste to go straight home. How about we grab dinner somewhere? That sounds great. Actually, I anticipated this and reserved a private room at a restaurant. Really? Is it the place I mentioned wanting to go to, recently? Yes, it is. You seemed very eager to go. Yay! You're the best husband ever. That night, we had dinner together and then went home. The next day at work, many people approached me with questions. Hey, John, are you really married to the actress Emma? How did you even meet an actress? I was bombarded with so many questions that I got fed up. Needing some alone time, I slipped into an unused meeting room. Suddenly, I was shoved from behind and fell to the floor. Ouch! I turned around quickly to see James standing there. Are you mocking me? No, I'm not. Why didn't you tell me you had a wife like that? There was no need to mention it. Besides, I thought it might interfere with work. You made a fool out of me. No, I didn't. My girlfriend is a magazine model. I've been bragging about it to everyone. But then you show up with a famous actress, and it's all ruined. That's your problem. Girlfriends and wives aren't meant to be shown off. Shut up. As James yelled, the door slowly opened behind him. Standing there, with a frown on his face, was President Brown. James noticed my gaze behind him and turned around nervously. President Brown, meeting James's eyes, said in a low voice, James, I need to have a word with you. Is now a good time? He asked in a low voice. What about? I've received complaints about your sales tactics from several company heads. Complaints? Was there some kind of trouble? James, I heard you were pitching like a host to Ms. Johnson. You were saying things like, we can go on a date if you place an order, and, if you want more visits, contribute to the sales. You mentioned a lot of things. Well, that's... In the end, you even demanded money, saying you needed it to go to a hospital. Even President Johnson found it suspicious and reported it to me. Do expect some consequences. You can go home for today. Also, I'd like to have a word with you too, John. Is that all right? I was startled by the sudden mention of my name. Yes, of course. I replied, bracing myself, fearing I might be in trouble too. James looked at me with a smug expression as if expecting me to get in trouble as well. John, your sales performance is decent, but your clients speak very highly of you. They appreciate your attentive and sincere approach. Therefore, I want to give you more responsibilities. How do you feel about that? Could you clarify what you mean? I'm offering you a position as department manager. You're still young, so I understand if you have concerns, but I'll be here to support you. Really? I'm honored and will do my best. And so, I was promoted to manager. Meanwhile, James's previous actions caught up with him, causing him to lose all his clients. Starting from scratch, it seems no one would sign a contract using James's method, and now his sales performance is at the bottom. He's even below the new recruits. James used to pride himself on his status, but after several months in this condition, it must be mentally exhausting. He has become so haggard that even the female employees have stopped talking to him. As for me, President Brown took a liking to me and often invited me out for private dinners. Gradually, I've gained more confidence and have started to act more cheerfully around others. I'm still happily living with Emma, who I believe is too good for me. I owe it all to Emma for getting me this far. And now, our family is about to grow. Just recently, we found out there's a tiny heartbeat inside Emma's belly. We don't know the gender yet, but we're excited to cherish this new life.